All right, welcome to the final section of Chapter 5. Last section here is graphing inequalities. Okay, so graphing an inequality is exactly like graphing an equation. That's why we did all that practice at the start of Chapter 5 with graphing equations, because it's done the exact same way. We still use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, but there's no equal sign. There's either a less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to sign. Okay? There are two major differences between an equation and an inequality when I'm graphing. The first one is that we need to make either a solid line, which is what we're used to making, or a dotted line. You'll remember when we graphed on a number line, we had to use an open circle or closed circle. It's going to be the same thing. The solid line is used for less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. The dotted line is used for less than or greater than. Okay? The other thing we need to do is that we need to shade on one side of the line. You're going to have to shade either the top side, bottom side, left side, right side, depending on how you look at it. And we'll talk about how to decide which side of the line you need to shade on as we do some examples here. Okay, so the first example, y is less than 2x minus 4. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is graph just like an equation. So let's plot our y-intercept and use the slope to find our second point. Okay, so if we draw xy axis here, we can plot our y-intercept is down 4. We know that. Our slope, let's see, b was negative 4. Our slope is 2 over 1. So we're going to go up 2 and to the right 1. Right there. Now, this is where we have to decide, is it solid or dotted? Okay, we know that since we have a less than, it's not equal to, it's just less than, we know it's going to be dotted. Okay, so I'm going to take my marker here and draw a dotted line. Okay? The other difference, the reason we're not done yet, is because I have to decide which side to shade on. Remember, what a graph does is a graph shows you all of the solutions to an equation or an inequality. Typically, a line is just all the solutions, but since we have an inequality, it can be everything less than or everything greater than, we have more than one solution. So we have to shade the side of this line that has all the solutions. The way that we do that is we pick a point on one side of the line. We're going to usually pick the point 0, 0. Anytime the line does not go through 0, 0, you're going to pick that point. And we're going to plug in 0, 0. So we're going to plug in 0 for y. 0 is less than 2. Plug in 0 for x minus 4. Okay. We simplify it. 0 is less than 0 minus 4, which means 0 is less than negative 4. Now we have to think, is that true? 0 less than negative 4. That is false. 0 is not less than negative 4. So what I do is, since 0, 0 is not a solution, I'm going to shade on the other side. 0, 0 is not a solution, so I shade on the opposite side. If 0, 0 had been a solution, I would shade on the side that 0, 0 was on. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Let's see what we got here. Okay? This is what I was just talking about. Before you draw the line, we have to check less than or greater than for a dotted line. Then we have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to for a solid line. Okay? We must choose the point 0, 0. I did all that up top. Sorry about that. Okay, finally we need to shade. The shaded area represents the solutions to the inequality. That's what I talked about up top. Okay, and we plugged in 0, 0. Choose 0, 0 whenever possible. Okay, so see if you can try it on your own. Remember, we need to solve for y first, so you're going to have to divide by 2. So this is the part in the lecture where you're going to want to pause the screen, try it out, come back, and we'll solve it together. Pause now, please. Go. All right. So first we need to solve for y, which means we divide by 2, divide everything by 2, so that y is greater than 2x minus 3. Okay. Since we have it solved for y, we can graph it. Our intercept is at -3. Put our dot. Our slope is 2, so that means we're going to go up 2 over 1. Up 1, 2 over 1, and we're there. Now we have to check solid or dotted line. It's strictly greater than, so we know it's a dotted line. And now I have to see what point can I check. Can I check 0, 0? Yes, you can, Mr. DeSordo. Yes, I can. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0. 0 for y is greater than 2 times plug in 0 for x. I solve. 0 is greater than 0 minus 3. 0 is greater than -3. So since 0 is greater than -3, this is true. Okay? It's true. So 0, 0 works. Means I shade on the side for 0, 0. All right. Hope that worked out for you. Hope you got it right. And if not, we'll do some more practice with it. That was all we have for this section. That's really all it is. Graph the line, check solid or dot, and shade one side or the other. Okay. So that's it for chapter 5. This is everything, nothing new. So that means this is all your test is going to be on. Solving inequalities, solving compound inequalities, intersections and unions, solving absolute value equations and inequalities, and then graphing an absolute value equation on an xy plane. Okay? Hope the chapter works out well, and we'll see you for the test. Bye.